Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And as you can see, we've already started here. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rummenigge looking to get on the end of this.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Not the most accurate pass. Cruyff chasing after it. Rummenigge going face to face with his great rival. And here's Cruyff.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well,
Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff, good driving run. He's had a shot! Still goalless. And this is Roberto. He's having a shot! Goal! Botafogo! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
that's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Roberto Carlos. Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Makalele. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Cantona. And it's been played through. Messi is on... And the finish! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Cruyff with the clearance.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Makalele. Now, can they get him away? Pass is just off target.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well timed, excellent interception. Cantona is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Baggio looking to run onto it. That is lovely. And this is Cruyff. And he's in on goal. Vieira. He's on it. And the shot! And one more try! They've done it! Two up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish. Cruyff! Now, who's going to be first to this? Makelele. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Cruyff, lovely bit of skill. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Seedorf. Now it's Cruyff. Nicely worked. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Turan. It's a searching pass. He's picked his way through. And there is the half-time whistle. Reflections on the first half?
Go ahead, Eagles. Certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now it's Cantona. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And it's Baggio.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Couldn't squeeze it through. He is just caressing the ball. Now it's Messi. Oh, such a clever touch. Roberto Carlos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Pass somewhat off target. Chooses to go back. There's the shot!
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Clipped into space. Chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And the shot! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
A case now of complete control.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Camisa 14, camisa 10.
A few ironic cheers tell the story.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 7, camisa 18, camisa 22.
Botafogo are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Picked out brilliantly. And this is... goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! And they are right back within touch. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So is this the start of a comeback? Maldini demonstrating his defensive quality there, and he was quick to react. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Into the last quarter of an hour. Gravenberg.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Pele, who's on a run down the left wing. He's in a great position. It's a mighty effort! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
And he's being shifted off it. Oh, that's fabulous. And a chance! And it's in! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So now the difference is 3. Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide position. Chance, surely! Really well taken goal. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Shoots!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Passing nice and neat. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mateus. And here's the chance to counter. Decent progress down the left.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Lovely feet. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Substituição.
Baggio is eyeing up his options in the middle. And he's there to clear it. Neymar. Neymar charging forward, the ball at his feet. And it's Dembele. Dembele. Now it's Neymar. And the shot's on here. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Bullet. Oh, they could break here. And here's Shevchenko. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
It's Bashu! And that is the last effort of the game. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end, virtually unavoidable. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, the closest thing to goalkeeping perfection is this guy, Manuel Neuer. We all know about his abilities with the ball, but I want to keep an eye on his leadership. Such a vocal presence who accepts nothing but perfection from his defence and, of course, himself.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. That has not gone well. Vieira. Now Seedorf. Ambitious ball here. That's an excellent interception. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Yaya Toure. Hullet. Yaya Toure. And it's Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yaya Toure. And here's Zico. Zico. Little pass back. He's gone for goal! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
First quarter of an hour gone. Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. No goals as yet. Opts for safety. Ferdinand. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And it's Messi. Roberto Carlos. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Oh, sweet feet. Roberto Carlos. Ball comes in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now, can they get him away? Roberto Carlos gets into some space.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Goes for a shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And it's Hullet. Jordi Alba. Threads one in. Pele picks it up out wide. He's got a decent chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, easy pickings there. Thuram. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Zico going face-to-face with his great rival. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Oh, this is a great position. Yaya Toure.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Pele, now it's Hullet. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. And it's Seedorf. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Quick look, then plays it in. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Just a quick announcement. And
so we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
If you have a ticket.
Here we go again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Zico! They've scored!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Indonesia have taken the lead.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Pullet was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Tries to play it through. Played out towards the right wing. Muscular approach does pay off here. Nicely aimed pass. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Yaya Toure, nicely spread. Messi. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's chosen to go back. Out towards the flank. Bellingham. Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Thuram is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And it's Jordi Alba. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Roberto Carlos. And here's Seedorf. Here's Vieira. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Great vision.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Ibrahimovic. Now, who's going to be first to this? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Passing nice and neat. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, that was vital.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Great chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
I just wonder what was